Good evening and thanks so much for choosing Fox 23 News at 9. I'm Zach Seminar. After missing out on a bowl bid a season ago despite finishing 6-5, the Southern Miss Golden Eagles are bowl eligible for a fifth straight season. Southern Miss exposed UAB, beating down the Blazers 37-2. Golden Eagles defense put together an extraordinary performance, holding the Blazers to just 173 yards of total offense while cashing in on a pair of INTs, one that went 55 yards for a touchdown from DQ Thomas, as USM moves to 4-1 in conference play to keep their division title hopes alive.
This is a football team that's just fault, and I just see a team that gets better every week. And we had a little hiccup in the road a couple of weeks ago, but we're playing good football, and so we got to continue that, okay? And so it's a big win. We're excited.
Golden Eagles will be back on the road this weekend when they visit UTSA. The Ole Miss Rebels have one heck of a challenge staring them in the face when they welcome in top-ranked LSU next weekend. But before that, Rebels couldn't get caught looking ahead when they hosted New Mexico State. They wanted to keep their faint chances of making a bowl game alive. Now, after a lackluster beginning, the Rebels were able to put a whooping on what appears to be college football's worst team, defeating the winless New Mexico State Aggies 41-3. Rebels used the ground game to help roll up 447 ground yards, 177 coming from quarterback John Rice Plumlee for Ole Miss, who's now 4-6.
Really happy we came out and took care of business. Maybe a little bit lethargic in the first half, but I thought we did a much better job second half getting off the field on third down and finishing some drives. So overall, good win.
Ole Miss will host second-ranked LSU Saturday on ESPN. After an underwhelming performance in their lone exhibition game of the season, Mississippi State rebounded to overwhelm Southern Miss on Saturday night for a 91-58 victory. Chloe Bibby tallied a game-high 16 points, while Jemiah Mingo-Young and Jordan Danbury each added 14. Shantae Hales led the way for the Golden Eagles with 18 in defeat. USM back in action Wednesday against Southeastern Louisiana. The New Orleans Saints failed to score a touchdown in what turned out to be the biggest upset of the NFL this season, falling to the Falcons, who came in riding a 6-game losing streak. In his first game since returning from injury, Alvin Kamara had just 4 carries for 24 yards as the Saints' O-line imploded, giving up 6 sacks, the most of Drew Brees' career. With a loss, the Saints moved to 7-2 on the season. Brees says they just weren't executing.
Obviously, 9 points is not what we aspire to score, especially at home. But, man, there's just so many little things, so many plays here and there on every drive, where if it's just a split second here, or just an extra foot here, whatever it is, just better execution.
6 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series title contenders battling out for the final 2 spots of the championship round last night in Phoenix. Good finish of the restart, 4 to go. Denny Hamlin pulling away for his 6th win of the year. Hamlin will have his first shot at the championship since 2014. Joining him, Kyle Busch, who raced his way into the title round on points, along with Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr., the winners of each of the last 2 weeks' races. Hamlin's win helped him to overcome a 20-point deficit, knocking out Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson, who all failed to make it to the championship round.
I knew at the end of the race last week that we were going to have a fighting chance. I had all the parts and pieces I needed to go to Phoenix and win the race. But it's all the unknowns that you don't know about. So I just made sure I did my job, and it's great to have a result like that.
I look back, and that's one thing that hurt us. We didn't win races throughout the year in the regular season. That hurt you. You don't have any cushion to lay back on.
One of the tightest things I've ever driven, and I don't really understand it. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you change tires and change a half pound of air. That sounds ridiculous. So it is what it is. Just wasn't our year to make it, I guess.
Series final stop is in Homestead, Miami. That's next Sunday at 2:15. We'll be right back.